UFC 306. Sugar Sean O'Malley vs MERAB DVALISHVILI. UFC Noche is over. It's finished. Obviously, this video is going to be a day late. I had to get it all set up and ready and filmed. Let's kick us off with the first fight on the card. The very first fight on the early prelims. Chihuahuas. He won. Raul Rosas Jr. won. Let's start with the sphere itself. It looked incredible. The storytelling, everything. Whoever put this together, props to you. I know it was, man, that was one hell of a card. The storytelling, the fights. There's a few hit and misses here, but every fight has a hit and miss. Let's get into the first fight on the main card, which was Ronaldo Rodriguez versus Ode Osbourne. So, what I've written down is huge knockdown from Ode Osbourne in round 1 and a triangle. How the hell did Rodriguez survive that one? He did. He survived and recovered very well. Obviously, that is a huge round for Ode Osbourne. Not only does he knock down Rodriguez, which could be a walk-off knockout, because the ref looking to stop it for a second and then continuing, and Ronaldo Rodriguez survives the round. In round 2, Ronaldo Rodriguez just dominated that round. Complete domination on the round because he got it down and he took control and he was just dominated on the ground. While Ode Osbourne, I said, if he keeps it on the feet, he will definitely win. He should win. And then in round 3, I felt that Ode Osbourne was too respective of the power of Ronaldo Rodriguez, stayed on the back foot, he got caught with a few things, and then Ronaldo Rodriguez capitalized and won that round. I had a 2-1. Ronaldo Rodriguez won round 2 and round 3, while Ode Osbourne won round 1. Let's move on to the next fight on the card, which was Daniel ZELLHUBER versus ESTEBAN RIBOVICS. I predicted that RIBOVICS would win, and he did, but let's go into how he won. RIBOVICS did very well at getting on the inside with his kicks, using his head movement, getting close, while ZELLHUBER was doing very well at using his reach in round 1 at least. RIBOVICS kind of started reading all the shots and getting on the inside and working. In round 2, it was a very close round. Same as round 1. Round 1 was close, round 2 was very close. I put striking masterclass. I believe these two had a very strong striking fight with each other, and I thought it was incredible. And in round 3, RIBOVICS dropped ZELLHUBER, which hurt him really bad, which was in the last 3 minutes, and then RIBOVICS just started unloading shots for the rest of it. And what a fight. What a hell of a fight. What a round. That was one. People were saying best fight round of the year, and it was a split decision to RIBOVICS. Next up was Diego Lopes versus Brian Ortega. Round 1, Brian Ortega got hurt and dropped by Diego Lopes. He even got put out. Diego Lopes landed, I think it was a 2-3, and people were saying if that hook didn't land, Brian Ortega would have been completely out. Ortega got back up, he stumbled a bit and recovered for the rest of that round, but already that is a huge round there for Diego Lopes. In round 2, Brian Ortega got dropped with a leg kick, but it was a better round from him in this one. He did a lot more, but I still don't think he did enough to completely win. And then in round 3, it was a slow start, but Brian Ortega gets hurt again by Diego Lopes and again manages to survive. A lot of fighters in this fight card managed to survive getting knocked out, knocked down, grappled, except for some. And then for your co-main event, Alexa Grasso versus Valentina Shevchenko. This was a 5-round fight. I do believe it went the full 5 rounds, and it was a pure domination fight for Shevchenko. Now, was it the most entertaining fight? No. Was it skillfully one of the good fights? Yes. If you really enjoy that skill, it was a good fight. Except for Grasso. Grasso looked really poor. She was too afraid of getting in close with Shevchenko. She didn't want to grapple. She didn't want to really strike either. So it was a bit weird. So what I wrote down was good round for Val, but Grasso did very well getting back to her feet. Shevchenko gets a takedown and has good striking. In round 2, Grasso looks good on her back, but she isn't controlling and she keeps getting taken down. So again, Shevchenko's round. Round 3 I missed because this is where Canelo started. Round 4, more control from Shevchenko. Alexa Grasso attempts a submission, but Shevchenko gets out of it, survives it, and then kept controlling the rest of the fight and round. And in round 5, Shevchenko dominated the fight. Grasso struggled with control on the ground and struggled with range. Shevchenko wins by 50-45 decision. Now, Sean O'Malley versus MERAB DVALISHVILI. I didn't write down anything. I was enjoying that fight. Something was wrong with Sean. Sean did nothing. Nothing. People were sitting there going, oh, Sean won at least like 1 round. I don't know which round he won. There was 1 round where Sean landed like 8 punches and MERAB landed 61. I'm sitting there thinking, that's a pure domination. And then he takes him down. There was a whole thing with Tim Welsh in round 1. Tim Welsh was apparently coaching MERAB. Obviously, Tim Welsh is the coach of Sean. He done the same thing to Aljamain Sterling, where he coached Aljamain Sterling, which got Aljamain Sterling caught because he shouted, Aljo, you gotta go. And then Aljo went and Sean caught him. MERAB, he done the same thing to MERAB. I think later on in the same round or the next round, MERAB gets a takedown and starts kissing Sean, and Herb Dean's like, stop doing that. And then Sean finally lands like a very good punch. He lands a good punch and then misses. Then we move on to like, I didn't write anything down because I was enjoying it. I'm trying to stay in the moment. It was a poor fight from Sean. That was extremely poor. Even in the stream, I'm sitting there thinking, I predicted Sean would win, but I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh yeah, Sean's doing great. Sean was doing shit. That was the worst performance I've ever seen from Sugar Sean O'Malley. I was expecting so much more, and I saw people complaining online. I'm seeing Dana White complain. What else was MERAB meant to do? He can't go after Sean because Sean's going to try and counter him and try and knock him out. So he's got to be very careful of getting close. He can't even use his height or anything to... He has to try and get on the inside without getting caught, which he's too worried about. So he has to try and lure Sean in so he can get the takedown. And Sean wasn't doing anything. So technically, the whole fight relied on Sean not doing nothing. Sean was very, very poor. I'm very disappointed in what his performance was. And yeah, there's no excuse. That was just MERAB DVALISHVILI pure domination for that whole fight. Tomorrow we're going to talk about the Canelo card because there's absolutely no fight card this week. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. And I will catch you in a bit. But it's just my thoughts and my opinions on the fight card. Very good. 2 okay fights. The grappling fights could have had a little bit more entertaining parts, but I'm not going to sit here and complain about it. I enjoyed it nonetheless. But that's just my thoughts and my opinions. Did you guys watch the fights? Did you enjoy it? And I will catch you all tomorrow for Canelo versus Berlanga fight card breakdown. I will see you there. Take care and peace.